Hello and welcome to the TCF Morning Show. It is Thursday, October 1st, and I am joined this morning by Matt Schoolfield at schools_01 and Boomy at Boomy TCF. I am Zach Lilia at ZLilia TCF on Twitter. Boys, we are in October. You can wake us up. Now, September has ended. It's October 1st. It is crazy that it seems like September kind of moved by quickly. We had so much sports and everything going on. But like I said, how long will we have baseball, playoff baseball in Chicago? I don't know because both teams, the White Sox and Cubs, are facing elimination today in their respective series. So I'm a little nervous about the Cubs, but they got Yu Darvish on the mound. We got a little MLB playoff recap for the day. A lot of games, pretty much from noon until about, 6 or 7 o'clock. There were games starting up, a lot of baseball going on, and the Steelers-Titans game for Sunday has been postponed. Kind of weird. It's not postponed, really. It's like moved to probably either Monday or Tuesday, but we'll get into that. The Heat and Lakers game is going on right now, but we kind of already know who is going to win that game. We'll get into that, and we have Boomy's Wacky web story, but follow us, our main page at typical_Chicago, Instagram, Facebook, follow us, Typical Chicago Fans on there. Go over to the YouTube page. Please subscribe to the YouTube page. All of our videos, all of our local legend interviews are on there. All of our podcasts, morning shows, and then wherever you get your podcast from. If it's Apple, please subscribe, rate, review to Typical Chicago Fans podcast. But if anywhere else, just type in Typical Chicago Fans. You will find us on there. Shout out to 26shirts.com, Chicago. Use the promo code Typical Chicago Fans at checkout, and you will get 15% off of your purchase. Again, that is Typical Chicago Fans at checkout for 15% off of your purchase at 26shirts.com, Chicago. Boys, how are we doing on this Thursday morning, the last show of the week?
Could be better with a Cubs win yesterday, but, we are where we are. So
Hey,
time to throw it in the garbage and move
It
on.
was a tough loss. We'll get into that. Let's just get right into it. Unless, Maddie, I'm guessing you're feeling the same way.
About the same. We
About
pretty
the
much
same.
nailed it.
Cubs and White Sox face elimination today. The White Sox lose to the A's. What was it? It ended up like 5-1, 5-2,
5-3.
5-3. And the
Thanks,
Cubs,
Juice with the Brave at the end too. So they had a chance.
and the Cubs lose 5-1. The one run is a solo home run by Ian Happ to the opposite field. It was that was a weird home run there, and we did nothing.
How about,
nothing all day.
How about Bryant, Baez, and Rizzo combined 1 for 12?
Garbage.
I mean,
That's your core. That's
that's
Can't
guys.
have 1 for 12.
I saw a stat today. I think since the Cubs were in the World Series, they played 13 games. They've scored 23 runs or something, and one game was 9 runs. A lot of one-run games,
Wow.
1-run games, 2-run games. It's
Sandy
gross.
Alcantara, give me a break.
At home, if the wind was in your favor, you gotta just get a ball up in the air and let it go.
Well, they didn't make any at bats work. There was no long
Kyle
at bats. They
Schwarber
didn't
walked
make
twice.
Alcantara
That was pretty
work.
much it.
Yeah.
It was 2 pitches, 3 pitches in a bat and out, and there you go. See you later. It was just he mowed him down all day. No good contact. Like you said, half going opposite field with the homer was about it. That was the only life they really showed.
It's just what this offense is the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. We get to the playoffs, or we get in the wild card game. We get to the end of the season, we can't do anything, and then it ends up getting us either eliminated from the playoff contention, or this is going to get us eliminated from the playoffs, maybe. But on the positive side, I got the bad news shirt on right now. We got Yu Darvish on the mound. That should make us feel a little better. But like I said, unless he can throw a shutout and the Cubs get one run at the board there, what does it matter? I mean, what's a good performance from him going to really matter?
It's something we've, complained about all season is the inconsistency since those first, whatever it was, 16 games, and it showed again today. But, like you said, one run is not.
Unfortunately, it hasn't.
But we have to ride,
season.
though.
It's been 3 years now. It's been the same shit 3 years.
Yes. But we're still in it. We got to ride until it's over with because, unfortunately, if it's over tomorrow or today, it's over. It's over. We're not going to see this team is going to be a lot different, even if they, win the World Series.
Way too much
maybe
talent
be the only reason a lot of it stays together. So it's going to be a tough day today. We got to win this game. Go to Friday. John Lester will be on the mound. So we just got to get through game 2. We should be. Oh my gosh! I don't know. And you can't say that you left Kyle Hendricks in too long because he would have wanted to stay in. But he gives up that 3-run homer. Jeffries comes in, gives up a 2-run homer to Aguilar.
Well, both of those were probably helped by the win too.
Yeah, and
I'm not making
because the Cubs had the same thing and they couldn't do it to just get the ball up there.
Right. So that's what all I'm saying though with the win is I don't necessarily blame Hendricks. I don't think Hendricks made a bad pitch. I think it wasn't a great pitch and it got, a little boost from some friendly wind too. So I don't know. You're going to need a good start from Darvish. You're not going to be able to go. You can't have that game from him where he gives up 2 or 3 in the first inning or 2.
Yeah.
You do not want to be down with this offense right now. It's just the facts. It's just the way it is. There's too much talent on this team, but they haven't produced for years now as a whole, collectively. You get the runs from guys, you get the stretches from guys. Guys will look like they're about ready to win an MVP, and all of a sudden it's just they disappear. It's so frustrating.
It's very frustrating. It's getting old. The White Sox, they are also facing elimination with 1-1 series, and I would probably feel a lot better if I'm a White Sox fan. But your odds, because the offense has come up, at least giving you some runs, especially in the first game. They've scored, 4 or 5 in that first game?
Yeah, I scored 4 runs, but the big thing with the Sox right now, they don't even know as of right now who their starting pitcher is going to be.
Right, the way that they used their pitching today was a little weird.
Yeah, they don't know if they're going to start Dane Dunning or
Cease was used today.
Yeah, they're in a tough spot.
Yeah, so
and Oakland's not a bad baseball team, so
no.
So hopefully the pitching doesn't get them eliminated today, but I think that hopefully both these teams can get a win, and we can keep both teams in Chicago playing baseball, and hopefully the Cubs win Friday, and then we will have both teams in, what would that be, the NLDS then?
Yeah, I believe that would start Sunday maybe.
But we got to get through game 2 first. Yu Darvish on the mound for the Cubs, and White Sox TBD.
The only thing with the White Sox is they're probably gonna face Sean Manaea or might be Fires, I guess, too. I don't know why you'd save Manaea though. I think he's their best pitcher at the end of the day and probably their most reliable arm. Bassett pitched really good today, but I know the Sox feast on lefties, but Manaea is a damn good one.
Yeah, so let's get 2 W's today in Chicago. We got the rest of the MLB playoffs going on. Like I said, a lot of games going on today. Boomy, what we got?
Yeah, we had one of the most interesting games.
The worst games in Reds history had to be playoff games because how do you do this? How do you?
Trevor Bauer gives you one of the best starting pitching outings of the year.
Not even that. Like, how many guys did they leave on base? Mike, they had 11 hits with no runs at one point. I don't know if they ended with 11 hits or not, but I saw that. I'm like, this is unbelievable.
Yeah.
A blown opportunity.
Is what they finished with. Blown opportunities is right. Now they got to face a good Atlanta team in an elimination situation today.
The Braves struck out 21 times in that game and won the game.
And won the game. That is insane.
The problem for the Braves, though, is they get to face another power pitcher, another strikeout guy in Luis Castillo. So it's not going to be an easy go-around for them again. I'd
take the under.
Wouldn't be surprised.
But if you're a team like the Reds, though, you gotta win that game with your ace.
Oh yeah, with your a very likely Cy Young candidate.
It's
tough
the way they ran themselves out of so many innings.
Unbelievable.
Yep. The Twins are ended by the Astros 3-1. So the cheating Astros move on.
How about Correa saying that everything's all we've proven all of it now. We didn't need the sign stealing. So
Dude, you're still
we proved it with a 2-game series sweep of the Minnesota Twins. Who haven't won a playoff game since
I feel
Reagan?
so bad
I
for
don't know.
the Twins. I feel so bad for the Twins.
Yeah, how about Minnesota sports as a whole? The Twins, the Vikings are like one of the most like
they have Kirk Cousins.
They've had some
as
of the
worst,
some of the worst losses in the history of the NFL have been the Vikings.
Kirk Cousins, their quarterback.
Yeah,
they got PJ Fleck though, so it's all good.
Yeah.
The Tampa Bay Rays finished the Blue Jays season with a 8-2 victory. They move on, and unfortunately, to add some salt into our wounds, the Cardinals pick up a 7-4 victory in San Diego.
I listened to part of my take this morning. Big Cat said it.
They're going to win that
series.
series.
Cardinals team is going to go to the playoffs and going to piss me off. They're going to piss me off is what they're going to do.
Yep.
I might have backed my thinking up a little bit before the series too, with a little financial investment. I'm just going to say that.
Probably not a bad investment there, Maddie. As we speak, the Yankees are beating the Indians 8-6 in the bottom of the sixth, and the Dodgers are already up 3-0 on the Brewers in the bottom of the third.
Just to give you a live feed, though, we got Britton versus Lindor, and Lindor's got 2 guys on right now with only 1 out, so. This game is far from over here.
Need a ground ball.
Keep us updated.
Left center.
Keep us updated, Maddie.
I got you.
Maddie baseball now.
Speaking of Maddie Pucks, though, real quick, let me touch on the NHL. What about the Lightning today? Did you see when they're celebrating the Stanley Cup? They were passing around the cup filled with booze with fans on the beach today.
That's COVID.
That's the COVID Cup, boys. That ain't
in
Cup
the state
anymore.
of Florida.
In the state of Florida, where they just lifted every restriction.
Yeah,
I guess they don't have to report to the bubble for next year for a while. So
they're gonna be out there like Oprah giving everybody.
But if you really think about it, they missed a whole baseball season. They were thinking about it when they were in the bubble. That took forever.
Oh no! God dang it!
What happened?
Double play.
Oh. We'll move on here. But another jam-packed day of baseball games going on today. Cubs play at 1:08, and I think the White Sox play at 2 o'clock again. Yep. So
it's just like today. First pitch of the day is at 11:08, and the last pitch is at 9.
Yep, same as yesterday. Same teams playing at the same times. I wish the Cubs would have gotten the later spots, but I'll take a little afternoon baseball. I really felt bad today too because it just ruined my whole mood because I was still at work when it happened. And people were like
3:30 and your night's screwed.
And people were like people were like they were like people would think that you're mad at them or something. It's like no, it's just a Cubs.
Well, I am because they probably asked a stupid question while I was pissed off. So I was probably mad at them.
Probably.
I had a rough day at work this afternoon, boys. It was not a pleasant day with the Cubs playing the way they did, and then just some dumbass questions that got me all fired up. So
the Steelers and Titans game gets postponed. Not really, but it's going to be either Monday or Tuesday because of all the COVID. I think the Titans had one more case of positive COVID, but then the Vikings came back with no positives. So that is a good thing. So they will move forward, originally planned for Sunday. But this game is, I would say, rescheduled for the following day or the day after, which is okay. I'll take 2 Monday Night Football games, boys.
I mean, I really didn't mind the Tuesday night game either.
I think there's too many games on. It was probably a noon game on Sunday, anyways. Too many of those, anyways.
There's always too many noon games.
Always.
I would
insane how we can't figure that out.
I'd take a mid-afternoon Monday, started at 4 o'clock, lead into the originally scheduled Monday night game.
A noon game on Monday. Keep them in the same schedule.
Or just say, hey, you guys kind of screwed up, and threw the schedule off kilter. Now you got to play it like midnight.
It's not like you have to
know,
worry
really
about like
Ooh, I
the
like
ticket
that.
sales. Like it's like there's no fans.
Yeah, you're not messing up concession money, so who cares?
Really, ultimately, they've got to look into the best interest of
Fellas.
like preserving their bodies for the next week.
All right,
it's gonna be Monday or Tuesday at the latest.
I'm gonna say this right now. Did you guys see that they're allowing fans into the Major League Baseball playoff bubble?
Yeah,
that's why they did it where they did.
That's confusing.
Yeah, some states are allowing larger.
I understand that, but isn't the whole fact of it like that you don't want to get anyone? I don't know.
Yeah,
that was a very confusing thing that I saw. I'm like, what?
Isn't it like 12,000 people?
Yeah, it's not like
that's a decent number.
Yeah,
when
that's
you
a
think
lot
about
of.
it.
That's a lot of fans, unless they're going to be like,
I mean, really,
all in the upper deck.
Kind of
or
what they're
something.
doing in the SEC anyway, though. So it's really no different.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so the Steelers Titans game will be rescheduled for either Monday or Tuesday. Like I said, hopefully it's like a Monday.
Did you guys hear? There was a rumor going around that the Titans knew that one of the players had COVID and let him play. Did you guys hear anything about that?
No, I did not. But I don't know. I could definitely see somebody wanting to play. But
now, like I said, this is all alleged.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that this is confirmed or anything,
You'd
but I
hope
did
not.
hear a rumor.
You'd hope not.
Yeah, because if that's the case, that's kind of reckless abandonment. Like that's not being responsible at all.
Yeah.
Call me a conspiracy theorist. I didn't think the NFL would have a positive test this year, just out of
not wanting to
not allowing a positive test to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But we got the Heat and Lakers. The Lakers are up, I think, like 26 right now. So they got game one, pretty much won here. Hopefully that jinxed them. Hopefully they lose. But I think they're kind of showing that they are the dominant team. They can turn it on when they want to. They can win whenever they want to with this team right now.
Amazing what happens when you have the two best players pair up together. I don't know. I'm shocked.
Yeah, it's crazy, but that's enough of that. Boomy, do you have a wacky web story for us?
I sure do, buddy. Let me pull it up right here. I got too many tabs open.
Busy man.
I don't know about you. Yeah, exactly. I think birds are kind of weird. I'm not the biggest bird.
We know I've been at war with birds since.
Yes.
Since
Maddie has
spring,
had a well-documented war with birds.
You know how I feel about the most useless animal on the planet.
Yes. And people who collect birds, that's weird to me too.
People collect birds?
Yeah. Well, have cockatoos at their house as pets. That's weird to me.
Get out of here.
But anyway, I think I might have found the coolest bird that I might have ever heard of. And this is a bird at the British Zoo in London. That's the second coolest bird that I get. But this bird at
that took me 1 second. I'm like, what are you talking about?
His name is Larry.
Larry Bird. I'm like,
but this is hilarious. There is a bird who they used for at the zoo to do shows with kids and how parrots can talk or whatever. And they've had to take this bird out of circulation in these little chats with the kids because someone taught this bird how to use the F word, and it will not stop saying it.
A bird saying
telling people to F
the
off
F word is so funny.
I don't like birds, but if you could guarantee me that there's a bird that will tell annoying people to F off, I'm all for that. I am all in on that.
Well,
if my bird can tell people to go fuck off, that would be hilarious.
That would be the only reason
hilarious.
To get a bird.
Oh my!
But yeah, they had to basically train a new, not a new, but they have other parrots that they would kind of put in the rotation now because this one is no longer deemed acceptable for children's shows.
Definitely see
that was just my favorite bird story I've heard in years.
You can definitely see that.
That's
Boomy,
awesome.
I seen your kindergartner with tattoos is kind of surfacing on a lot of the Barstool and stuff.
Yeah, that guy that the kindergarten teacher.
Yeah. Sorry, the kindergarten teacher.
I saw that too, and that guy, I mean, what did you expect?
Yeah,
unbelievable.
I sent the hard factor guys. I saw it from one of them that posted it originally. It was the first place I saw it the other day, and I just replied like, "It's on these parents to teach these kindergartners acceptance at some point, because like I was totally being sarcastic.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a kindergartner. They're going to be terrified. Like, my kid's terrified of me talking in the monitor to him. Like, it freaks him out. So, like, kindergartner is going to be absolutely destroyed by a kindergarten teacher
That looks like a
covered head to toe. Like, come on.
It has pure black eyes. Like, dude, what do you expect? Like I've said before, I'm all for tattoos and tattoos acceptance in the workplace. But like, if you're tattoos like that, like then there's
you have to understand the impact.
Yeah, exactly. Not. It's like I said, there's a time and a place, and
it's very dumb. Let's just say that very dumb. Very dumb to think that you would be like, people would be like, oh yeah, this. I don't know.
Yeah.
Extremely short-sighted, in my opinion, too. Like, how, like, what, like, you're a teacher. You should probably grasp like what society thinks in a lot of ways. Yeah, like, you should be kind of up to speed on what like is socially acceptable and not.
This is crazy. Hey, Zach, quickly here for you. When the Lakers got down in the first quarter, they have since went on a 75-30 run.
I don't care.
Yeah, whatever.
Matt, you got anything for post show? Because no one cares what Boomy has to say right now.
No, I don't. He just made me throw up a little bit. So,
well, thank you to Matt Schoolfield at schools_01 for joining me tonight. Boomy, I guess I had to have you on at Boomy TCF. He's gonna.
There's a yin and a yang to everything.
Yeah. Yeah. I am Zach Lilia at ZLilia TCF on Twitter. The main page on Twitter is at @typical_Chicago. Instagram, Facebook. Follow us on there, Typical Chicago Fans. Go to YouTube, type in Typical Chicago Fans. Please subscribe to the YouTube page. All of our morning shows, podcast, the local legend interviews that we do, they all go on there. So make sure you check that out and subscribe. What you got, Boomy?
Hey, we got to give our NFL pick for Thursday night since we won't have a show out.
We'll do it after this.
Tomorrow.
We'll do it at the end of this. We'll do it at the end of this.
All right.
And then podcast, Apple, subscribe, rate, review, Typical Chicago Fans. Type it in Typical Chicago Fans, and you'll find us anywhere else on anywhere you find your podcast at. And then 26shirts.com, Chicago, Typical Chicago Fans. At checkout, use the promo code. You'll get 15% off of your purchase. Again, that is Typical Chicago Fans at checkout for 15% off if your purchase. Boomy. What you got, Boomy?
Yep. Yeah. All right, so we got to give our pick for Thursday night football. The both 0-3 Denver Broncos are heading to the New Jersey to play the
I'm
Jets.
taking Broncos.
Yep, give me Broncos +1 all day. They're winning that game. The Jets are unbearable.
Play Blake Bortles, and you will win the game, just so you know.
Those are two really bad teams.
Yeah, I feel dirty after even looking at that.
That's two really, really bad teams.
It's the name of Thursday Night Football.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to go with the Jets. I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to go with the Jets out of no other reason, just to say we can't have all three of us on the same side every game.
Yep.
So I'm not saying you guys are crazy for going Denver.
I think both sides stink.
If there's relegation ever in a sport, not that Denver is year in, year out this bad. The Jets year in and year out are always bad, it seems like. But
I don't care what you do. Get rid of Adam Gase. He's just crazy. He's crazy.
He's
crazy.
Yeah. Wow, what a maniac.
Yes, he looks crazy.
Especially that conference, or the press conference when he got hired was just so legendary.
Yeah.
But this has been the TCF Morning Show, Thursday, October 1st. We love you all.
Peace.